What inspired me to find Arabic 101 was to offer a club here at BART that is totally different than the other languages we have here. You know, when it comes to its roots, its grammar, as well as the way you create vocabulary, Arabic is a language that is totally different from French, from Spanish, from English, which are the languages that are offered here at BART. The connection of Arabic 101 with my major, which is politics, is that you need to have a knowledge of the rights of minorities as well as the politics of inclusion in order to be able to facilitate the environment both for the people who have that background and those people who aren't that much acquainted with that type of an environment. Well, given that Berlin is at the heart of the refugee crisis that we are having right now, where there is, in the turbulent times that we are living in, where you have lots of prejudice, lots of racial injustices happening against people who are fleeing and have no option, I believe Arabic 101 is a step against that tide in that I get to bring together people from both sides of the argument and allowing them to have an open conversation of what their greatest concerns and their greatest fears are. You know, one of the most interesting things when it comes to these courses are you have the most and people coming from the extreme contrasting, environments. And one personal story that I have right now is one of this young lady I met at an AfD rally who didn't want in the beginning to come or accept my invitation of coming to the courses. But after lots of discussion, she was convinced to come to the classes. And yet I had to persuade her that I will not bring anyone with a refugee background or an immigrant background to those classes. And whilst this was the case for the first 3 sessions, finally with the 4th session, I managed to bring a person who happened to be a refugee. And I put these 2 people right in front of one another. And during this conversation they were having, during the dialogue, what they came to realize was that at the end of the day, both of them seem to have the same type of concerns that parents do, the same type of ambitions and dreams that every one of us have. And that at the end of the day, despite all the different stories and all the different things that they've been through, their destiny seems to be singular. And this was a very, very impressive experience for me to make. You keep reading these books, but when you actually are at the heart of the story, at the heart of the action, in that moment, this is where you realize what a great difference you could make, even as a small individual.